तमेकनेमिं त्रिवृतं षोडशान्तम् शतार्धारं विंशतिप्रत्यराभिः अष्टकैषद्भिर्विश्वरूपैकपाशम् विमार्गभेदं विनिमित्तैकमोहम् पञ्चस्रोतोऽम्बुं पञ्चयोन्युग्रवक्राम् पञ्चप्राणोर्मिं पञ्चबुद्ध्यादिमूलाम् पञ्चावर्तां पञ्चदुःखौघवेगाम् पञ्चाशद्भेदां पञ्चपर्वामधीमः In the third mantra, Brahman with Maya was presented as the cause of this universe. And in the fourth and fifth mantra, Maya Sahitam Brahma, Brahman with Maya, is manifesting in the form of the entire samsara, entire world, entire universe. That was explained. And in the fourth mantra, the metaphor of the chakram, wheel, was given. And in the fifth mantra, the metaphor of river was given. And in this, while talking about river, five factors were talked about. Therefore, at the end we said that pancha vidyante yasminiti prapancha. That type of explanation is given for the word prapancha. Prapancha means the universe. Universe is called prapancha. One explanation is there are so many fivefold things consisting of many groups of 5 members each. Another way, actually grammatical way of the word prapancha, which I was telling, is prapanchate iti prapancha. Prapanchate means that which is manifested. Pach dhatu vyaktikarane means manifesting. So that which is manifested is called prapancha. So prapancha is the manifest form of Maya. Of course, backed by Brahman. So we can say prapancha is manifest form of Brahma Sahita Maya. Therefore, it is called prapancha. Now, in the next shloka, bondage and freedom, and also the means for freedom are described. Sarva jive sarva samste bruhante अस्मिन् हमसो भ्राम्यते ब्रह्मचक्रे पृथगात्मानं प्रेरितारं च मत्वा दुष्टस्ततस्तेनामृतत्वमेति सर्वा जीवे सर्वसंस्थे गृहन्ते अस्मिन् हंसः भ्राम्यते ब्रह्मचक्रे पृथक् आत्मानं प्रेरितारं च मत्वा दुष्टः Tataha Tena Amritatvam Eti. So in the first line, first half of the mantra, the condition of Jiva, the present condition of Jiva, the bound condition, Baddhavastha of Jiva is talked about. And Jiva is given a very beautiful name, Hamsaha. Hamsaha generally means a swan. Swan they call it, swan they call it. British swan, American swan. Swan. Whatever you know. So I may pronounce both. So once you understand Swamiji is American, some is British. So swan or swan, whatever it is. All of you understand, no? Swan. Can you use the picture? Swan. Okay, fine. There. Okay. There it is. Okay. Swan is generally white, and it is believed, not true, but believed that it separates milk and water. Generally, it doesn't need to give it, whole thing will drink. बोले अंदर होगा. So inside is a Vivek होगा अंदर. All right. So, but here Hamsaha is a word used for Jiva. So it's nice to think, no? I am Hamsaha. I am a swan. And how this word Hamsa is explained? Anti sansara chakram gachanti sansara margam gachati na gachati iti Hamsa. One who keeps traveling in this samsara chakra, he is called Hamsa. Hamsa handhatu, Hamsa gatyo. So from this handhatu it is derived Hamsa. So one who is traveling, one who keeps traveling in this cycle, giant wheel of samsara, he is called Hamsa. For the bird, when we use the explanation, Hanti Sundaram Gachati iti Hamsa. There it is slightly different. For the Hamsa, which doesn't say samsara chakra, he also going, but we highlight it goes, it walks, or it moves very beautifully. Hanti Sundaram Gachati iti Hamsa. Anyway, so Hamsaha means Jivaha. Jiva don't look here and there. I, Jiva, have been traveling. Brahmyate. The Jiva Brahmyate. Revolves. Tossed. Caused to move. Traveling. This Jiva keeps traveling, wandering. Where? Brahma Chakre. Brahma Chakra means Brahma Eva Chakra, Brahma Chakra. The wheel of this universe, which is essentially Brahma. Brahma Eva Chakra, Brahma Chakra. The simple meaning is that. Other meanings also there, but simple, let us keep it. So Brahma Chakra means the universal wheel, which is essentially, fundamentally, really Brahma. So Brahma Eva Chakra, Brahma Chakra. In this universal cycle, in this cycle of samsara. So Jiva Brahmyate revolves, keeps traveling in Asmin Brahma Chakre, in this cycle, or in this wheel of Brahma. And for this Brahma Chakra, some words are used describing this Brahma Chakra. Therefore, first word is Sarva Jive. Sarva Jive is an adjective to Brahma Chakra. Sarva Jive means Sarvesham Ajivaha Ajivanam Yasmin. Brahma Chakra is that in which all jivas have got their life. Brahma Chakra in which all have their life, living, sustenance. So Samsara, the chakra in which all jivas have their life in which is called Sarva Jivaha. So Sarva Jivaha means this universal wheel in which all jivas are sustaining, living. Sarva means all, Ajivaha means life, complete life. So Samsara Chakra or universal wheel in which all jivas have got their life in which is Sarva Jivaha. Means this Brahma Chakra is the place where all jivas live. Simple meaning is that much. I have to tell dramatically also. Final meaning, simple meaning is this. Brahma Chakra is that in which all jiva live. Then Sarva Samsthe, where all jivas resolve at the time of Pralaya. Jivas resolve means what? Jivas body and jivas, the subtle body, organs etc. are resolved. Therefore it is called jiva resolve. So in this universal cycle or universal wheel, all the jivas means their upadhis, their body, mind, sense complex are resolved. So in Brahma Chakra they live, and in Brahma Chakra alone they are resolved. But universe has got two states, manifest and unmanifest. In unmanifest state, called Abhyakta, all the jivas are resolved. Therefore it is called Sarva Samsthe. Sarvesham Jivanam Samyak Samstha or Sarvesham Jivanam Samstha Samaptihi Pralayaha Yasmin is Sarva Samstha Tasmin. So Brahma Chakra is that in which all the jivas are resolved. So they are born, resolved, and they sustain, and they resolve into this universal wheel, Brahma Chakra. Nice name for the world. What? Brahma Chakra. Where do you live? Brahma Chakra. Alright. Bruhante means big. The Brahma Chakra is very huge. We are not able to find out the end of this universe. Universe keeps on expanding, they say. We have not seen the end. Where it ends. If it ends also afterwards, what will be there? At the end, like here you stand, what will be there? Something will be there. We do not know. We have not reached at the end of the universe. Even though they say we have some 47 billion light years idea we have. It is about the universe. That means light years is not time. Light years is the distance. About 47 billion light years distance we have got the idea. Still we have not found the end of the universe. So that vast, day. And time-wise also, it is cyclic. The universe is compared to the chakra because of some similarity. See, chakra is always in motion, generally. Chakra is supposed to be in motion. Similarly, universe also is in motion. Therefore alone it is called Jagat. The meaning of Jagat is Gacchati iti Jagat. Gam dhatu only. Jagat. So it keeps moving. The world is never constant. Keeps changing. Like chakra. Chakra keeps moving. Another thing is in chakra, you cannot find the beginning. You cannot say this is beginning. Where is the chakra gone? Okay, the chakra has served the purpose. So chakra, you cannot say this is the beginning. Even though while you drawing, you may start from somewhere. But once you draw, you cannot say this is the beginning. Similarly, for this universe, we cannot talk about the absolute beginning. People have got this very serious question. Swamiji, when did this world start? He gives some calculation. There are some billions years ago. Swamiji, before that, what was there? Before it, this world was in unmanifest state. Like you were there, when you were sleeping, you were there, unmanifest. Similarly, this world was there in unmanifest state. Before what was there? It was in manifest state. Before that what? It was in unmanifest state. I can tell the same thing till 12 o'clock. But Swamiji, my question is, when did it firstly start? When did it start afresh? First. The most long first. There is no such first. This Jagat Chakra is Anadi, beginningless. We had one Vedanta student in Coimbatore. That girl, she is very intelligent otherwise, but it is Anadi comes, so uska face badal jata hai. So ये Anadi क्या है? Beginningless. Beginningless, some people cannot digest. I mean, how it has to have beginning. It doesn't have beginning. What to do? आपके लिए थोड़ा beginning थोड़ा हम create कर सकते हैं. We cannot create beginning for you. It is not there. But Swamiji, it doesn't sound logical. Anything should have beginning, right? You say this is a rule. No, anything should have beginning. This is a rule. When this rule started, you tell me. Is that rule has got beginning? It doesn't have beginning. So don't have obsession that it has to have beginning. In fact, when you understand the whole thing well, you really appreciate this, that this universe is beginningless. It has to be beginningless. Otherwise, you know what will happen? Before universe, if a universe one day it start afresh. Earlier universe was not there at all. Manifest, unmanifest, nothing was there. Start. Before that, what has to be there? Brahman has to be there. Brahman is the reality. So Brahman was there, and one day universe started. Suppose. Then question would be that why did it start?
Yes.
You will immediately catch hold of me. Swamiji, that why did Brahma ko kya, what itching Brahman had that he started the creation? See, now I can get away with saying that see, Jiva had karma. Now when I am talking about the first creation, where will I get Jiva before? There is no Jiva before. Creation is started, Jivas are part of it. So why did it start? And Swamiji, when the creation started first time, in that some varieties were there, that some human beings were there, some animals, that has to be there. Otherwise, what human being will eat? Some plants have to be there. Plants also living beings only. So on what basis it will be decided that these fellows will become human beings, these jivas will become donkey, monkey, these jivas will become plants? How will it be decided? It will be so illogical. Beginning will be illogical. And of course, Shastra, main thing is Shastra, but logically speaking also, logical support also is there. That beginning cannot be logically established. In fact, when you understand it well, beginningless alone will appeal to you more. You will fall in love with beginningless. Earlier you used to have the hatred towards beginningless. Beginningless, what beginningless? You would have allergy. But now you think, yes, it has to be beginningless. I also had this problem for so many years. I used to say, oh, how beginningless. And then when I understood well, I said it has to be beginningless. Alright, so this is how chakra is. And the good thing about this beginningless is you don't have to blame yourself. That why you are Brahman, then why you have become Jiva? No, हम ऐसे ही है पहले से ऐसे ही है. We are like this only. How nice it is to feel. It's not that I was once upon a time only Brahman and then I have become Jiva. There is no such thing. The Jivatvam has been there since time beginningless, not time immemorial. Some people use the time immemorial. No. Immemorial means what we don't remember, but it is there. It will have that connotation. And time immemorial in English language is used for some period. Before 12th century or 10th century, it is called time. Some period is there. So they call time immemorial. So we don't say time immemorial, time beginningless. Jiva is Jiva. Jiva is appearing as Jiva, or Brahman is appearing as Jiva. Since when? If this is digested well, many of your queries will be answered. Otherwise, this will happen that if I was Brahman, why did I become Jiva? If it is happening first time, you will have question why it happened. Why question comes when it happened once upon a time. It has been there, then though you don't have to answer why. So this universe is compared to a chakra because like chakra, universe is beginningless. And this beginningless chakra, the jiva is traveling. Since when? Beginningless. Therefore, jivas like to travel. Jivas are fond of traveling. In COVID time, they did not travel. And therefore, they started traveling. Wherever they can go, they went. It is called revenge traveling. Have you heard about what? Revenge traveling. Revenge traveling means they are angry. Angry with whom? Whatever is there. Angry that why we were forced to remain inside home. Travel. So Jiva is a traveler. And since when? Time beginningless. Brahmyate asmin brahma chakre. But Swamiji, I like to be like this samsari, karta, bhokta and all. Then Vedanta doesn't have to say anything to you. If you say, I'm okay, Swamiji, that's what one person asked Swamiji. He says, Swamiji, many of our friends say we are okay, so why should we study Vedanta? When we tell them you come to Vedanta class, they said we are okay, so why should we study Vedanta? So Swamiji said, yes. If you are okay, you don't have to study Vedanta. But he said, when person says like this, you keep conversation going. And in course of time, will say, I have a problem with spouse, and home also some problem, and job also some problems. Every now and then this happens. What to do? Then you catch again. Therefore, you still study. That's how it is. If person says, I am okay, we should not make the person feel bad about being okay. Why are you okay? You should not blame. See, Vedanta teachers always feel he is like waiting for people to say I am not okay, so that he can give Vedanta. We should not have that pressure. If somebody is okay and he doesn't ask for Vedanta, don't give Vedanta. Which Swamiji very nicely said. He said, I can stay with the person for 20 years and I may not talk a single word of Vedanta. Whereas we people, little bit we know, we start vomiting. So camp mein jaake, after returning home, you know, Shweta Ashwatara Upanishad. Shweta Ashwatara Upanishad. Show up. Not that. Vedanta should not be taught unless you are asked to teach. That's a convention. You should not teach just to impress somebody. Don't teach. If person wants, then you teach. If you know, well, teach. Whatever you know, you can share. But otherwise, if person feels okay, you don't have to talk about Vedanta. But there are people who feel that Swamiji, how long I have to take this birth again and again? How long this cycle? How long this dependence upon the world to be happy? This is bondage. I want to be free from this bondage. Then Vedanta has some solution to offer. See, she is a doctor. But she will not come and tell you, are you okay? Shall I give you medicine? You don't do that. You do that. If she does, then there is a problem. Isn't it? Doctor will not come and tell you, I think you may not be okay for quite some time. You have not come to clinic. If you are unwell, then you go to the doctor. Many people they call and tell me, Swamiji, I have not been in touch with you, calling for so many years, but I really remember, but I did not call. I said, doesn't matter. We are like doctors. When you are in trouble, you remember us. If you are not in trouble, we are okay if you don't call us. So we don't feel bad about somebody not calling. It's understandable. In English, there is a saying, no news is good news. Means they are not calling me, they are okay. So it's okay. So Vedanta gives solution when a person feels problem. Therefore, one of the qualifications of a Vedanta seeker or the seeker of knowledge is mumuksha, jignasa. A person has got desire to be free. A person has desire to know, then only you give the teaching. And those who have, for them, Vedanta is giving the solution. Prathak Atmanam Preritaram Cha Matva. So in the second half, Shruti is presenting the solution to the problem of samsara in the form of knowledge of oneself being limitless Brahma. Brahmatma Jnanam is presented as the solution to the problem of samsara. And this knowledge of oneself being one with Ishvara is given in 3 stages. We have already seen that. We have seen that one. In the beginning, in the introduction itself of this Upanishad, I said before entering into the mantra, we will see the vision of Vedanta. At the first part of the communication is Atma Anatma Viveka. We have done that. One class we did it. So one class. Atma Anatma Viveka means cognitively separating Atma, the self, from non-self, Anatma. And what was the principle used? Principle is that Anatma is Drishyam. Drishyam is knowable, objectifiable. And I am the knower. And some more we can add. Anatma is bhautikam. Bhautikam means it is made up of elements. Whereas I am abhautikam. I, the knower, am non-material in nature. The world is material in nature. I am non-material in nature. And the world, all the objects are agama pai, subject to coming and going. Whereas I am constant. In Jagrad Avastha, in waking state, this world is there. In Swapna Avastha, we have altogether different world. This world is gone. Whereas I am there in Swapna Avastha also. In Sushupti Avastha, in deep sleep state, this world and dream world, both are gone. But I am there in Sushupti. You were there in deep sleep state or not? You were there. Otherwise, what will happen when somebody asks you, what is your life? What is your age? You have to minus that time. Minus those years of sleeping, isn't it? Because we were not there. But we don't do that. So suppose you are at 40 years. In that, minimum 15 years you must have slept 1/3. Childhood to jada is slow. We are sleeping more, no? So if you consider 1/3 we have slept. So out of 40, so still you can say I am 25. Why? Because 15 years of sleep is gone. You don't do that. Why? I was there. And in fact you tell that he came, I must have come when I was sleeping. I was sleeping. When suppose in the class, then you are caught. Not caught. I will not catch anybody. Okay? So if you are feeling sleepy, then you come and tell, Swamiji, I was sleeping. I was there. Therefore, in all three states, I am there. Therefore, I am not subject to arrival and departure. Whereas everything else is subject to coming and going. So, whatever is objectifiable is anatma. Whatever is material in nature is anatma. Whatever is subject to coming and going is anatma. And one more thing, whatever is changing is anatma. I, the observer, knower, am changeless. I don't change. I remain the same observer. And based on this principle, I distinguish myself from the entire world, body, senses, and mind. And I discover myself to be what? Sakshi, the witness. Who is witnessing the entire world through the mind and the mind itself. So when I include the body, mind, sense complex in my understanding of myself, then I am called Jiva. Jiva is equal to this Atma with body, mind, sense complex. Karya Karana Sanghat Vishishtaha Atma Jiva. Jiva means one who is endowed with, joined with this body, mind, sense complex. Atma, which is as though, of course, joined with body, mind, sense complex. That is called Jiva. Otherwise called Pramata, Karta, Bhukta. Pramata means this knower which is coming and going. When I use the word knower there, it is in the sense of Sakshi. When I say I am different from the known, that knower is Sakshi. When I don't include the body, mind, sense complex in my understanding of myself, then I am Sakshi. So Atma alone gets two status, Sakshi and Jiva. When I see myself to be the observer of everything, including the body, mind, sense complex, then I am Sakshi. So when I don't include body, mind, sense complex in the meaning of the word I, then I am Sakshi. When I include body, mind, sense complex in the meaning of the word I, then I am Jiva. So Jiva and Sakshi are not two different things. Jiva and Sakshi both are Atma. Only difference is in your understanding about Atma. When you are including the body, mind, sense complex in your understanding about this Atma, then you are Jiva. Atma is called Jiva. When you don't include and you say, I am the observer of the mind, then you, Atma, are Sakshi. Therefore, one important thing to be understood from this is, you do not become Sakshi. You are Sakshi. Sakshi means witness. People say, Swami, I have to become witness. A court, etc., okay. But in the spiritual pursuit, you don't have to become Sakshi. You are Sakshi. Right now, you are Sakshi. And you, when you wrongly understand yourself to be endowed with this body, mind, sense complex, you are Jiva. So you are Jiva or Sakshi? It depends how you take yourself. Actually, you are Sakshi, but mistakenly Jiva. And that is what is said here, Prutak Atmanam Matva. Matva means Datva. Having understood the self Atmanam, Prutak, Pruthak means separate. Separate from Anatma Prapancha, including the body, mind, sense complex. So the first stage of understanding is understanding the self to be different from the body, mind, sense complex. And we have seen the purpose. Why we are separating? Swamiji, afterwards you are going to tell everything is you. Why are you separating now? Because you are confining yourself to one body, one mind, one sense, one set of sense organs. Therefore, is a cognitive process in which first we separate. And that is described here. Pruthak Atmanam Matva. Having understood oneself to be different from the body, mind, sense complex. And this is the first step. Second step is understanding that this world is nothing but Ishvara. That is called Tat Padartha Vichara. Technically it is called Tat Padartha Vichara. The first one is called Tvam Padartha Vichara. Analysis of the meaning of the word Tvam. Tvam means you. Second is analysis of the meaning of the word that. And the Tvam and Tat is in the context of the Mahavakya Tattvamasi. So first is Tvam Padartha Vichara, inquiry into the meaning of the word Tvam, you, and then inquiry into the meaning of the word Tat. That is already done. That this Jagat is nothing but Brahma, Ishvara. And what is that Ishvara? That Ishvara is Sat, existence. That is understood in the second stage, which is implied here. And the third one is what? Preritaram Atmanam Matva. Atmanam Preritaram Cha Matva. Preritaram means the activator, motivator of this entire universe. Ishvara. So Atmanam Preritaram Cha Matva means understanding oneself to be Ishvaraha, which is the final stage of understanding. I am Ishvaraha. I am one with Ishvara. Generally, we give the example of the ocean and wave. I look upon myself as an individual like a wave, thinking myself to be different from Ishvara, who is like ocean. Then this wave is told, what? That you wave are one with the ocean. How? Because you are essentially, factually, water only. What is the ocean? Water only. So, Jala Drishtya, from the standpoint of water, you wave are the ocean. Similarly, from the standpoint of this existence, which is consciousness, from existence consciousness angle, you are one with Ishvara. Tat Tvam Asi. So, Preritaram Cha Matva is a Mahavakya. Atmanam Preritaram Cha Matva means understanding oneself, Sakshi Rupa Atma, to be one with Ishvara. And this is symbolically presented by this Dana Mudra. The Dana Mudra, if people don't understand, it can be snuff mudra. Snuff, no, when they take snuff. What is snuff? Snuff, you know what is snuff? That powder. Shikni bolte na? Snuff. Nowadays people, I don't see using. Earlier days people used to use that. Nowadays very rarely we see. Olden days people used to use that snuff. So when they are getting rid of smoking, etc., they use this to get some similarity to that. So the snuff they take like this. So that when the people are the snuff they are doing, they will be having this chin mudra all the time. So if you don't understand it is snuff mudra, but otherwise it is chin mudra, otherwise called dana mudra. What is the message conveyed? Generally, this index finger, which is called tarjani, tarjayati tarjani, threatening everybody. अनायकट आया देखिए I don't know why. So, okay. Tarjani. It represents Jiva. Jiva is a ninja, all the time ready to fight. Sometimes it doesn't fight not because you stop fighting. It's finding itself weak and preparing to fight. Like this is ceasefire is what? Ceasefire is a preparation for the next war. So this Jiva is generally associated with these three fingers. And these three fingers represent three bodies or three states or three gunas. Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti. You can sit here if you want.
No, I didn't say.
Yeah.
I did not say.
Oh, okay. Somebody said, oh, okay. Please. Sometimes I hear from you also. So Mavid Vishava. Alright, now please, I am hearing the sound from here, so please be careful. Because I am teaching that I have got a particular flow. If I need, I will ask you. I don't mind asking. If I forget, I hope I will not, but if I forget, I will ask. Alright, so Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti. So Jiva is identifying with these three states or three bodies, and based on that, the Jiva is feeling limited, samsari. And now, because of the Vedanta teaching, it disidentifies with these three. That is Pruthak Matva. Pruthak Matva is this, considering oneself to be different from these three. And Preritaram cha Matva is this. This Angushta stands for Brahman or Ishvara. And this Paramatma, represented by Angushta, and the Jivatma are joining as it were. And therefore, they form a circle. Circle stands for Purna. And so Dana Mudra is conveying the message of dissociating from Anatma and associating, identifying with, seeing oneness with Paramatma. And that Dana Mudra message is given here, Pruthak Atmanam Preritaram cha Matva. And by this knowledge, what happens? Tataha Jushtaha. Tataha means because of that Jnanam. Matva represents Jnanam. So Tataha means Tasmat Jnanat. Because of that knowledge, Jushtaha. Jushtaha has got different meanings. One meaning is Tushtaha, Pritaha, satisfied. So because of that knowledge, this Jiva is satisfied. His dependence upon the world to be happy goes away. That is Trupta. Tataha, Tasmat, Dhanat also is there. Or Tadanantaram, after that, both ways. After knowledge or because of knowledge, Jushtaha. So knowledge brings this Jivan Mukti. Jushtaha refers to Jivan Mukti. Jivan Mukti means what? Jivan means while living. Mukti means freedom. Freedom while living is called Jivan Mukti. A person is alive, Jivan, and he is Muktaha, free. That is called Jivan Muktaha. Free while living is called Jivan Muktaha. And freedom while living is called Jivan Mukti. So Vedanta is saying, Vedanta and Advaita Vedanta is saying that you can get moksha here itself. Cash transaction. Not that you write a check, okay, you will get moksha. You have done sadhana, so we'll write a check and you will get moksha there. No, here and now. In all other religions, anyone in other what is called philosophies, they say you will get moksha. Vishishtadvaita will say you will get moksha after going to Vaikuntha. Dvaita also will say similar things. Whereas we say that you can get moksha here itself. Because you are really free now. Only you thought yourself to be bound, and by knowledge you get rid of this ignorance and ignorance born wrong conclusions. Therefore you are free. Jushtaha. And tena. Tena means tena jnanena eva. By that knowledge itself, amrutatvam eti. Eti means attains. Jiva attains amrutatvam, immortality. And this amrutatvam can be taken as videha mukti. Videha mukti means freedom characterized by the non-return, or freedom characterized by the absence of the body. Videha means freedom from the body. Mukti means freedom. Videha means free from body, and the mukti means freedom. Freedom characterized by the freedom from the body, absence of the body is called videha mukti. So videha means absence of the body, mukti freedom. So videha mukti, freedom characterized by the absence of the body. When body is there and you are free, it is called jivan mukti. When body is not there, still you continue to be free, that is called videha mukti. So by this jnanam, he gets jivan mukti and videha mukti. But here one point to be noted is, this jivan mukti, videha mukti division we are doing from vyavaharika drishti, from onlooker's angle. The truth about the self is, self is not becoming jivan mukta or videha mukta. Self is what? Nitya mukta. So nitya mukti is the truth. I am ever free, that is the truth about me. But since there was appearance of bondage, therefore we are talking about jivan mukti and then videha mukti. Otherwise, what is my swarupa, jivan mukti or videha mukti? Neither of them. I am neither jivan mukta nor videha mukta. Really what I am? Nitya mukta. But nitya mukti, when expressed in the empirical form, from onlooker standpoint, it is called jivan mukti when the body is there, and it is called videha mukti when body is not there. So when I own up my nitya mukti, when the body is there, I am called jivan mukta. And when body is not there, I continue to be free. Then videha mukta. Regarding videha mukti also, people have questions. Swamiji, will I know that I am having videha mukti? Oh, see, I studied very well and therefore I got videha mukti. And I will see my friends also who has got Videha Mukti. So you also got Videha Mukti. I also got Videha Mukti. Where did you study? Oh, I studied in Rishikesh. Oh, I studied in Anaikatti. Both got Mukta. No text and dialogue. Means after Videha Mukti, there is no individuality to have such thought. So don't think that after Videha Mukti, Swamiji, I will be seeing everybody, oh, you are studying, study well, you will also become Videha Mukta like me. Don't think like this. So Videha Mukti is total dissolution of individuality. Means you are not remaining as a person to say or even to feel, I am Videha Mukta. People still think that Videha Mukta means a person will be now Videha Mukta and he will be seeing us, that all of us are doing study, etc. and will be blessing us. Videha Mukta is looked upon as one with Ishvara. Therefore, Videha Mukta we can pray as what? Ishvara. Therefore, we call it Dayanandeshwara. Dayananda is Ishvara. Dayanandeshwara. We use this word no, here, Dayanandeshwara. So we don't imagine that, oh, now Puja Swamiji is Videha Mukta and he will be sitting somewhere and blessing us. Nice to eat, that you think also okay. But technically, it is one with Ishvara. He is not there as a separate individual. People say, oh, he came and all this. If your bhavana, it is okay. And he said he wanted to have this something. Somebody brought some things in Anaikatti, some eatables and something. He got the feeling that I have to give this to Swamiji. So is it like Swamiji wants something like that? Feelings okay. In bhavana, all these are okay. But technically, we should know that when Videha Mukti is there, separate individuality is not there to claim Videha Mukti. So you have Videha Mukti, but you cannot claim. In fact, you are not there as you. You as an individual is not there. In Shastra, they give the example of the rivers and ocean. When river merges into ocean, separate Ganga, this is Yamuna, like that it is not there. It is one. That is talked about here, Amrutatvam Eti. Alright, I will give you Anvaya. Asmin Sarva Jive Sarva Samsthe Brihante Brahmachakre Amsaha Namyate. Full stop. Atmanam Prithak Matva Atman Preritaram Cha Matva Tataha into bracket Tena Jnanena Jushtaha San Tena Jnanena Amrutatvam Eti. Alright. Now, in the next mantra, that Brahman with which oneness is discovered by the Jignasu is presented, and again this Videha Mukti, Jivan Mukti also is talked about. Mainly Videha Mukti is talked about. Udgitame tat paramam tu brahma. Udgitame tat paramam tu brahma. Tasmin strayam supratishthaksharam cha. Tasmin strayam supratishthaksharam cha. Atrantaram brahma vido viditva. Atrantaram brahma vido viditva. Lina brahmani tatpara. Lina brahmani tatpara